And guys, we will see you on loop in just a few seconds. Along the Portuguese coast lies a crossing of sea lanes critical to the survival of opposing fleets. Surrounded by towers of crimson sedimentary rock in the expanse of the blue Atlantic, these two fleets will soon engage in trial by combat, where only one team can claim victory. This is Loop. Loop is a unique map in that every single capture area has an island smack in the middle. To the west, the island in the center of Capture Point Alpha is tall enough that it will handily provide shelter for ships seeking to hold down the cap until the enemy team can work ships far enough forward to sneak shells around one end or the other. The same can be said for Capture Point Charlie in the east. The island that dominates Capture Point Bravo in the center provides much less cover than those on the flanks, and is more likely to be contested from radar cruisers lurking near the islands along the edge of the zone. In fact, every single capture zone on Loop has islands near enough to provide hard cover for radar-equipped cruisers, making capturing any one of these zones extra challenging. Games on Loop may very well come down to a single mistake that allows one team to pick up an early kill and give them an advantage in firepower. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Loop. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Loop for Game 3 of this North American semi-final match between whatever the hell this team's name is. Joke, Burr, Kleber goes Burr, I don't know what it is. And, of course, AP. If you're on NA, you know these guys because they changed their clan. They changed their clan now, make the rest of us change socks. They are coming to the dance with Thunder, Yamato, Worcester, Venezia, Stalingrad, and 4 destroyers, Zath, Summers, Double Kleber, and Grozovoy. Now, I want to make a quick correction. Back in the training room before we started this game, I made a mistake in the ship bans. It was not Kleber that was banned this match. It was Småland that was banned this match. So they are legal bringing this Kleber.
Correct. Now, over on the AP side of things, we've got our Ohio with Prost again, Absolute Detonation, Yamato, no change there. We've got Worcester, Goliath, Venezia, double Stalingrads now, and then Summers, and once again, that Radar Yu Yang. They must really like that, what Polsky can bring to the table with that Radar Yu Yang.
Well, and we saw him last night. The only reason he's in the Yang, the Radar Yang, is because Småland keeps getting banned. He takes Småland off the board, and he obviously will grab for that ship. But instead, he's been bringing Radar Yu Yang and has had some good success with it. Obviously, they're in the top 4 for a reason, and this is the destroyer lineup they have always played in the games that we've seen.
Yeah, Volsky with an early smoke in the Venezia here. He wants to get some early hits on whichever destroyer gets spotted first.
But right now they can.
Right
now they can see Gaishu's Kleber. That's all they can see, and they've lost sight of him. Polsky put up an early radar to sniff him out, and they had a couple shots, took him, but didn't get anything for all of that fuss.
Coming in on Prost Yamato, downtown, nothing. Small chip damage.
Double destroyer, Kleber Grozovoy team does bag A here for Gaishu's team as well. On the other map, Kazakh Imports, Kleber does the exact same thing on the other end of the map. Right now, they basically do not. They're gonna seed B's. They're not even looking at it. In fact, nobody has ships anywhere near to Cap B.
I was just going to comment on that. On this map, I think both teams really don't want to deal with B cap early because it's just too close to everything else.
Now, one thing I will say, and this is, I'm just pointing out what happened, like something we saw yesterday on this map in the deciding game of the quarterfinal match that AP was in, right? The 007 had it was late in the game, and they had pushed one of their Klebers into this cap right here where we see Kazakh Import in order to hold back cap points that were being scored from the other side of the same island. And because it was late in the game, there had been some casualties. The ships north of him had all been pulled back, so he had no vision on the other side of this island. And Venezia literally just drove around the island and one-shot him.
That's right.
At the moment, you don't see that kind of thing happening because, again, he's got ships playing behind him that would be able to spot and deny that kind of a play. But it does highlight the points, the things that can happen with these speedy destroyers.
Oh, Polsky.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Polsky. Kind of highlight what can happen with those destroyers.
Turkish.
Well, let's see.
I didn't mean to cut in on you there, but I
No,
wanted
it's
to
fine.
catch your
No,
attention
I'm
on
glad you pointed out. Gaishu's sneaking around. He's about to try and I guess pop his little reload booster and get some more damage into Polsky while he can, while they know Polsky's reload booster is down. I mean his cooldown is repairs go down. Oh, he's going out. They're gonna get Polsky right here.
There he goes.
What a big kill.
Yep. Yep. Very big kill. Last second radar desperation there. Off he goes.
That's the power of the Kleber reload booster in destroyer engagements. 4 destroyers on the board for Gaishu's team, and only 1 surviving destroyer left for AP, and that is the Summers KV. He's all the way on the 10 line. I don't know how they're going to be 400 points down here in moments.
And they're okay with that. I mean, they have to be, the way that they're playing right now.
The way they're positioned, they don't have a choice, but I mean, I find that's going to put a tremendous amount of pressure on AP to bag a kill, go step on a cap, do something, and right now, they're just not in a position that they can do that.
Now that AP has been pushed back out of A, you can see that they're already starting to kite away. Amasakaze has rotated around to B cap. He's about to go in now. I think both teams are realizing, wait a minute, we forgot a cap.
Yeah, well,
So,
I mean, again, with 4 destroyers, they have the flexibility to do that. They double-teamed 1 cap, picked it up very quickly. One guy stays behind, the other guy changes position. 300 points down is AP 5 minutes into this game. Gaishu trading shells here. I guess that was the Venezia that beat him up. Somebody certainly took a good chunk out of him there. But I mean AP, Zath, to me, AP's already in trouble, and we're barely 6 minutes in.
I mean, they have to find a place to push. Now, if you look at the minimap, AP is fixing to push C cap.
Yeah,
they got all their bows forward, except for Goliath.
They absolutely are.
They have to make this work. They have to be decisive in this push.
Yeah,
plain and simple.
They do.
And they're pushing into a Bowen Stalingrad, and Coco is back. We didn't even notice that. Coco is back in the Thunderer now.
I noticed.
And so they're pushing into that.
I noticed. I just didn't say anything.
The enemy is about to win.
Now Kazakh, again, I come back to I'm a little dubious about Kazakh's position. Right? At this point, if I'm Gaishu's guys, I'm pulling Kazakh out. There's no need to leave him here. None. You just give them C. Just let them have it. Like, why not? You have a huge lead.
Mm-hmm. We were just talking earlier about that same positioning screwing over whatever destroyer was there in a previous match, and here comes Quincy now. Up in the radar.
Yep.
I think he's afraid to commit. Now being detected himself on snoozing Mako's radar.
Well, I mean, you don't want to voluntarily, charge into a Kleber if you don't have to. We see them also charging the cap at A as well, Zath. Check it out.
They have to. I mean, look
yeah,
at
they
the
got to
points
do.
Like you had talked about.
They've got to do something. Time was down to like 3 minutes or something. It was going very fast. Now contesting A and C. AP having to be very aggressive here. They've got Gaishu spotted again somehow. I guess it must be sonar. Stalingrad coming up astern of him with HE.
It's interesting. Both A and C are being held down by one Kleber.
Yeah, Gaishu, I feel like, is in the worst position. That Stalingrad behind him is, in a position he could just keep coming. Or the Venezia is what's going to happen. Venezia's going to come around the corner right in front of him and just wipe him out. We're going to see almost the exact same thing like we talked about with Eagle Lance. It's going to happen right here to Gaishu in the A-cap. And they can't even see it coming until right now. They've just got eyes on Woshi. Gaishu's trying to reverse. He's putting torpedoes out. He knows he can't really angle. If he angles, that SAP will bite in. Doesn't matter. It bites in anyway.
It is.
And they wipe him out. He might yet land some of those torpedoes. He took one. He took one.
Quincy, though, is in a really bad position now. He's just getting hammered by Matsukaze's Grozovoy.
Yeah.
He's firing AP because he's broadside.
Oh, Grozovoy AP, even at range, is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Good salvos coming out on Matsukaze, chunking him down a little bit, but not quite enough. Quincy's still in the game as well.
Yep.
Yeah, AP is basically just going full court press. They're shoving the entire board at once. They didn't have a choice, really. They were so far down.
Right, except for Absolute Penetration's Yamato, who's turned south again. Probably a little bit of a convoy zigzag trying to dodge torpedoes.
Indeed. It does bag them B, although they drove their ships kind of around and through A. They failed to cap A at the moment. That's going to allow Gaishu's team to pick up a little more points off of the back of the A cap before they can... Yep, they're rotating Prost Ohio into that cap right now.
Yep. Kazakh Import is able to get out of C. That's huge. So AP was unable to trap and kill the other Kleber.
Yep, they only got one. He's doing a pretty good job beating up Supa's Stalingrad as well with that broadside AP.
Right, and Absolute Detonation is very low as well. He's been farmed for a little while, so here we see Gaishu coming back through the C cap now.
Halfway mark of the match.
They're getting ready to counter push, I think.
Indeed, halfway mark of the match. Gaishu's team with a commanding lead here on Loop, going up on the strength of their early, they just owned the entire board for a time. AP forced to just push, possibly a little over aggressively, but they didn't have a choice. Still upside down, almost 600 points as they try to find a way back into this game. Can they even see Absolute Detonation? They still can see him. Coco's got a salvo going in, but it looks like that salvo missed. Venezia shells, not enough.
They've been shooting him for a while here. Now Woshi is in B cap, spotted as well.
I don't like this. Prost Ohio failed to finish capping A. They're going to leave the A cap behind.
Oh, no.
Behind them. No, okay, Prost he stopped. He must be reversing. Yeah, okay. He's reversing back into it.
He realized his mistake, but
yep. That's
going to cost them valuable time.
Yeah, it's just more ticks of the points that Gaishu's team gets to collect. A little bit of a misplay there. Nearly a 600-point lead.
Trying to get Kazakh out. The farther away a Kleber is, the harder it is to kill it, though. Kazakh's doing a really nice job of being as far away as possible.
Well, and Supa is a
Marceau now just laying into Supa.
Yeah, I was going to say, I won't say Supa's an easy pick, but he's certainly the pick for the moment. He's the lowest thing AP has on the board that they can spot, that Gaishu can spot at the moment.
Beautiful death snail. Now Kazakh's in on it too. Supa's going down.
Yeah, they're going to get him right here.
It is. 1 minute to go.
Right about the same time, Prost does finally bag the A cap, but even on the strength of just the C cap, Gaishu's team will win in about 60 seconds.
The problem with Prost, of course, we talked about him wasting time. Now he's out of position. He's not able to be really far up there, in line with the Stalingrad pushing evenly.
Oh, now look at Player 3 has entered the match, Zath. KV coming into the bottom of the C-cap, stopping all points gains. They had to make this play. They've now done so. So now, basically...
They'll lose Woshi for the effort,
But if they lose Woshi, the game ends, Zath. That's the trick. A single kill now will end the game for Gaishu's team, and they know it. Look at all the shells falling on Woshi.
You gotta hope that Woshi... There it is. There's a Zinky.
There's the Venezia smoke, but...
Late, though. Coco shell's coming in.
Well, and Mako's right there with the radar. Surely somebody can radar him in there. Really? Nobody has radar for him. That's really interesting. Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is.
Wow.
They can't see him, Zath. They're just guessing. There he is.
Yep,
They've just spotted him on
guesses.
1,600 HP. He's still burning. He's going out. Right there. And there it is. Game 2.
Another death pick.
Game 2.
I'll tell you, I almost wonder if he should have just charged the island and beached behind cover instead.
It probably would have been a better play, honestly. Would have kept the game alive because they had just finished picking up all the caps. But at that point, a single kill is enough to end the game. Gaishu's team claims it. Goes up 2-1 in the match.